Hey, curious minds, I'm Mr. Sammy, your science buddy. Imagine you're walking outside on a normal day. The sky suddenly turns dark. The wind starts screaming louder and louder. Then you see it. A giant tornado forming in the distance, spinning faster every second. Before you can run, the wind becomes so powerful that it lifts you straight off the ground. But what actually happens next? Would you survive, or would the tornado completely destroy you? Let's find out. Tornadoes are some of the most violent storms on Earth. Inside a strong tornado, wind speeds can reach as over 300 miles per hour. That's strong enough to flip cars, tear houses apart, and launch heavy objects through the air like missiles. Now imagine standing outside when one of these monsters suddenly appears.
Oh my God!
At first, you might just feel strong wind pushing against you. But as the tornado gets closer, the wind pressure becomes impossible to fight. Debris starts flying everywhere, tree branches, street signs, even pieces of buildings. And then suddenly, the wind grabs you. Your feet leave the ground. Being picked up by a tornado wouldn't feel like flying. It would feel like being thrown into a giant spinning washing machine. The air inside the tornado spins violently. You would be pulled upward while spinning around at incredible speed. At the same time, debris would be flying around you like bullets. Pieces of wood, glass, metal, and even parts of houses could be spinning through the air. And here's the terrifying part. Most tornado injuries are not caused by the wind itself. They're caused by the flying debris, hitting people at extreme speeds. Even small objects can become deadly when the wind is that powerful. So if a tornado actually picked you up, you would likely be thrown, spun, and slammed into objects around you. You might think a tornado could carry someone miles into the sky, but most of the time, that doesn't happen. Usually, people or objects picked up by a tornado are lifted dozens to a few hundred feet into the air. However, tornadoes have lifted cars, animals, and debris thousands of feet before dropping them miles away. Some survivors have reported being thrown hundreds of feet and somehow living through it. But survival usually depends on one thing: where you land. Landing in water, mud, or soft ground might save your life. Landing on concrete or being slammed into debris would likely be fatal. The most dangerous moment isn't when the tornado picks you up. It's when it throws you back down. As the tornado moves away, the powerful winds that lifted you suddenly weaken, gravity takes over, and you fall. If you were lifted 100 feet into the air, that's like falling from a 10-story building. The impact alone could be devastating, and if debris is still flying around you, the danger becomes even worse. So could someone survive being picked up by a tornado? In extremely rare cases, yes, but the chances are very small. That's why meteorologists always give the same advice when a tornado is coming. Never try to outrun it on foot. Instead, find shelter immediately, preferably in a basement or a strong building. Because when it comes to tornadoes, the safest place is never outside. And if you ever see one forming in the distance, run. Run fast. Run like your life depends on it, because today is not the day you want to get injured. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and join me for more. See you in the next video.